to 30 laps in each duel. It's Reddick who's on the pole. He's going to start the pole in the 500. And here we go. Green flag is out. Josh Berry is the one who's locked in for this duel due to him literally qualifying
Not
first.
Josh Berry.
But right now it's Austin Hill who's in the spot to advance to the 500. He's got JJ Yaley and BJ McLeod who's out right now.
No, Peter McLeod. No.
I'm pretty sure BJ McLeod got out last season as well. It's so sad. He's so bad at Daytona.
Oh, how many lanes is there at this track? 3 or 4?
3.
Which lane's fastest?
I don't even know. It's usually the lane what has the leader on it.
Oh, sweet. Did you make it? I forgot. Did you add the lanes to this track, or is that only Dega?
I added a lane to this track, yeah. Look, Reddick's taking the middle lane right now.
Yeah, and it's slow as
Not
the
really.
last.
Not. It can be faster.
Yeah. It's
Like,
decent, but just lucky blocked him.
yeah. Like if the bottom just has to sell, you can actually make it work on the top.
Oh, you fixed the tri-oval.
Mhm.
Also, he's looking good currently in the third lane. Gonna have a run at it. Drops down to the second lane, clear of the 17 of Chris Buescher. As Radek leads the field over Kozlowski, Balicki, Kosovar, and Elliott is our top 5 right now. As still 2 by 2, mostly into turn 1, except that front 2, who are training away. Someone is falling out of the draft. It looks like they made a mistake. That is Denny Hamlin. He's
Oh,
close
Elliot!
enough. Going first DNF is Chase Elliott. Lap 3 caution comes out early in Duel 1 for Chase Elliott. We already saw it on lap 2 with both Penske guys almost wrecking. Now already a close call for 2 drivers and a DNF for another. And that's going to put Chase Elliott to the back of this field.
As they have lined up, there we go. For the restart, Austin Hill's on the front row. Trying to take the lead from Reddick, but can't do it.
Good jump by that number 45 as Austin Hill. Again, he probably in P2 right now. We'll see how many part-time starts he ran this season. Considering Jesse Love won't be in the car, I would assume it's more. His teammate in the Busch Light Series for his full-time season in any division will be a pretty inexperienced Christian Eckes, so I'm not sure if they're going to put him in the Cup car just yet.
Mm-hmm. You
But
think maybe for like a
Hill,
one-off? But, oh, Kozlowski
yeah,
immediately almost falls
yeah,
off the
Kozlowski, yeah, we already see pretty chaotic race here at Daytona. Kozlowski almost falls off at the third Ford, almost falling off in that bottom lane as the middle pulling away. Currently, they have the first 5 cars. They're going to drop down in front of Suarez, who's in sixth. Kosovar in seventh as this new Daytona setup, kind of similar to Atlanta last season, where it's harder to get through the field, much harder than it was before. So making a mistake could be crucial to like
There's
your day and could drop you back a ton. I mean, we've seen BJ McLeod, JJ Ailey started in the back. They haven't been able to make any time really.
oh Reddick again.
As Reddick, big mistake for the second time. Same spot this time. He's gonna make the same move he did last time, able to clear in the middle. Drops back to P4, but that middle gonna have a good run off corner exit here. Hill goes to block as he goes middle. So does Bubba Wallace. Putting Reddick third on the lane.
Get as much experience as you can right here in the duels to try and get him enough momentum in the 500. But to Tyler Reddick and Austin Hill, who have dominated this duel so far today, Josh Pilicki and Ryan Blaney in that second row. Daniel Suarez up in that third row right now with Hulseva. So I was watching them. They're making their way up forward on that top row. Chase Briscoe following through with them. But JJ Yaley's actually got up to BJ McLeod, but both of them battling for a position that will still get them out of the 500 as Cody Ware right behind him. Off the track and he's out.
By the way, I like to mention that was an amazing move by Blaney into turn 3. He split it 3 wide and was able to take P1.
Right now he starts on that second row though. Daniel Suarez starting on that first row. How's that going to start up as the green flag is back out?
As something has happened to the 2311 guys, they're starting dead last.
What the fuck? What actually happened? why, why are they starting all the way? It's not what happened to Kozlowski as well. I think those 3 must have made contact or something.
Yeah, for sure. Because all 3 of the guys they were in the top 5 when we looked away. Cody Ware wrecking, and they've dropped back to literally last in the pack. Have to make all their position back. And one of our dominant cars, the duel, that is Reddick, and his teammate Bubba Wallace have fallen back now. Austin Hill still, I would say, the dominant car of the duel now. Not much competition as Yaley makes his way through the field. McLeod, he's fallen further to the mid pack.
Yeah, I suspect those 2311 Toyotas trying to link up as quick as possible, trying to catch up to these leaders as quick as possible as well. But for the 45, for him, it's just trying to keep it clean, since he is on the pole, and no matter what, unless he crashes, he will be on the pole for the 500. But Bubba Wallace, on the other hand, as much as position he can get, the higher he will get for the 500 as well. So it'll be pretty good for him if he can start up front, considering how hard it is to pass already compared to the previous seasons here at Daytona.
4. A great spot for him to maybe make something happen is Austin Hill, dominating yet again for the second time in this race. We saw it a little bit earlier. As BJ looks to the outside, he's able to get third as well. Looks for second on Barry.
And this
The
is
part-time
this is the
drivers
high
could be in the top 2.
this is the highest BJ's ever been on a super speedway. I'm very sure of that because I've not seen him this high up on the grid on a super speedway. And here it comes for the lead, passing Austin Hill. There's a bit of contact with Austin Hill. Austin Hill almost falls off the track. Thankfully for him, he does not. But it's a 1-2 right now for the part-timers fighting for the 500.
We have seen tons of leaders today. We've seen the 78, the 33. Obviously, the 41 has been up here. The 21's been up here. 77's been up here. The 44 a few times. 45, obviously. The 6, the 66, the 99. Almost everyone in this field, I would say, has been up here fighting for the lead at least once today. And Josh Berry going to go back on the outside. It's a big contact. Zena Smith very slow.
An absolute miracle. If he wants something to happen, he's going to need a mistake from Austin Hill. Or he just needs to, like, get extremely lucky with the lane he chooses.
It's not just Austin Hill. JJ Yeley literally right behind him, only about a few marble lengths now. As he's currently P6. And we could have a DNF here, Cindric. Will it be a DNF? It will! And that changes everything with a 3 to go restart. As the number 2 of Austin Cindric, our third caution of the duel, and it's for Austin Cindric.
We're about to have a 3 to go restart. This is where drivers are going to start to push, especially those as a part-timer trying to race their way into the 500. JJ Yaley's all the way back there, I just saw. But right now it's Bubba Wallace leading the way. We see Austin Hill in third.
Some contact on the restart. Zane Smith made some contact with Austin Hill. Austin Hill dropped back a spot from third to fourth. Fields got much closer together, especially further on back. We see Austin Hill already with pressure from the 99, from the 24, from the 17 on this restart. Which normally when you're up front, that doesn't really happen. You don't get pressure that much that early. Has almost the whole field take the bottom. We see some guys raining well back there on the top. See if they can make something happen. But Bubba Wallace, even though he's alone on the top, no one really has enough for him as he got such a good jump on that restart after the contact between the 38 and the 33. And he will continue to hold the lead on the top for a bit now. See if when these cars gain, coming to 2 laps to go, Bubba Wallace, he still has a decent gap. The rest of the field has clung together now after kind of a spread out restart. So now they'll start pushing to that 23 machine as we come to 2 laps to go. Reddick makes some contact with Balicki back there. As Byron continues to push him, coming to the white flag in the duel.
One more time around here in duel number 1. It's Bubba Wallace who leads the way, trying to start P3 for the Daytona 500. He's got Austin Hill. Both these guys were absolutely fast all duel along. We got Zane Smith, the defending champ, up here as well. But for the transfer spot, it's Austin Hill who's very comfortably got it right now. And he's trying to take the lead as he come off turn 2. And he's gonna take... No, he's not. After a mistake on the exit of turn number 2, it's Bubba Wallace who leads the way, being pushed by the 38 of Zane Smith by 200 guys on the top lane. Working together really well, making their way forward very quickly. Could they maybe steal a win here?
Yeah, watch out. They're going to have one chance at it through these final few corners. Good push by Larson and Byron. Blaney helping them out too, trying to make as many positions as he can. Larson's there for second place. Does he have enough on the leader? He's going to look to the outside with a push from Byron, and it's going to work. Can he clear? He will as Wallace makes a huge mistake. Coming to the trial, got too aggressive. And it's a Hendrick 1-2 to come to the line. Larson wins it. Out of nowhere. And Hill, with that contact with the number 23, drops to 9th, and JJ Yeley steals his spot in the 500 after a dominant duel by the 33.
And the first duel has now went to the second duel. Is starting at Christopher Bell, who's on pole for this one. He's guaranteed to get second for the 500 if he doesn't crash in this duel. The green flag is out. For the part-timers is Castro Neves, who is locked in, as everyone else is fighting for a position. Right now that position goes to Justin Allgaier, now at number 5. Trying to make his second Daytona 500. But already, starting off, it's Bell, who almost lost the lead to Allmendinger, but he's still going to keep it as he come off the exit turn number 1 or 2, I guess. Ty Dillon making his way forward very quickly, as Michael McDowell's going to take the race lead. Allgaier being pushed by Jimmy Johnson. Those two will eventually be battling very hard by the end of this race for that final spot. Both of them made the 500 last season. Now they're battling for the final spot in the 500. And it's Bell who's going to slot in line for P2 as Mike McDowell leads the way. and going to
Yeah,
lead
that,
lap 1, I believe. Yeah, he's going to lead lap number 1, number 71.
yeah, Alex Bowman looking fast on his own in a Hendrick car in P5. Remember, out of nowhere, they came to win Duel 1 was the two Hendrick guys after their teammate DNF'd. But Helio Castroneves, keep in mind, he's the locked in part timer, correct?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had nothing to worry about looking through this field. But some other guys, Allgaier Johnson and who else? Alfredo, we racing for the final spot. Alfredo. Oh,
He's
what
holding
the?
up. What is going on with
Something
Priest?
big issue for the number 60, Ryan Priest.
Yeah, I wonder
RFK
what
4.
happened there.
Yeah, just big issue. Mason, I don't know what happened. Yeah, it looked like just randomly slowed up a ton down the backstretch.
That's
As
kind of...
Bell's still leading the way, but here comes Austin Dillon on the outside to jump right in front of his brother Ty.
Yeah, keep a big eye on his feet in the Daytona 500, because last season he absolutely dominated it until the midway through stage 2, where he ended up crashing, DNFing out the race, a heartbreak for him. Then he ended up winning the next few races after that, so it didn't really matter anyway. Ironically enough, he's in Duel 2 right now, but with a different driver. Obviously, with Newgarden, he's a current IndyCar driver, so that was kind of conflicting his schedule a little bit. As Stenhouse almost goes off the track, but Castroneves obviously is retired, so he's able to keep the schedule working, and we should see him in that 32 a lot often compared to those other guys who are probably going to make it. Like Kyle Busch is off the track behind. In a similar way, he DNF'd in season number 1 restart, the first restart of the day. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, as it's going to lap number 18. It's Helio leading the way in that number 32.
I mean, yeah, their all-star car, that Penske number 32, again, they don't really have it on my program. They have no Xfinity Series seats right now. So, I mean, for that car, it's basically just an all-star car. I've seen it with Newgarden. We've seen it now with Castro Neves. And I'll probably see it with more guys, especially from the IndyCar scene, as you know how big Penske is there. So, here's a good opportunity for some of these IndyCar guys that want to try out some stock car racing in a good car. And I mean, we've seen what they can do with it. We saw it happen in Newgarden. We saw it happen here with Castro Neves. And I think that'll be honestly just a good move by Penske to maybe get another fighting chance for wins and just be good for some of those IndyCar drivers, a win-win for both.
And maybe even interest the IndyCar drivers so much that they eventually switch over to NASCAR once they retire, and maybe have a good season there, which Castroneves has a chance to do. But more than likely will not do that, since he's very much present still on the IndyCar scene. But the 32 definitely showing some skills and some speed right now for Penske, leading the way since the restart. It's got Christopher Bell right behind him, Jimmy Johnson behind him, because he saves his energy until the end of that race every single time. That's what he did in the 500. Made his way slowly up through the field until it was time to push, and that's what he did. That's how he won the 500.
Oh,
Dillon's off the track, but I believe he might be fine because he's on track to maybe get onto the recovery
it should
path.
still be a yellow.
Yes, he is, but yeah, that will still
What?
be a yellow
It's stupid.
because it's a crash. But
If
yeah,
you're
as it's going to be a 2 to go restart. Riley Herbst in the lead. Jimmy Johnson right behind Justin Allgaier in
Yeah, for the second
P7.
race in a row, the late race restarting for the second time in a row, and 23-11 car leading. Last time that happened, it was Bubba Wallace. We know what happened to him. Can Riley Herbst hold on this time? Again, for the first lap of these restarts, pretty spread out, and that's what Herbst wants to see. Another thing he wants to see, two Toyotas right behind. Not going to be too aggressive to him. That's the 54 Ty Gibbs, 84 Jimmy Johnson. Ty Gibbs leads the top. As now here comes Todd Gilliland, third on the bottom. Herbst and Johnson have a huge gap to anyone, but Johnson makes a little mistake, drops further back, and now Herbst has like a multiple tenth gap at Daytona as this restart, and they're gonna have one lap to make something happen to get around the number 35.
As right here,
Ty Gibbs.
Allgaier is going to make a move on Jimmy Johnson and get the spot.
Ty Gibbs gets the second. Battle for the final transfer. Right there, Austin Dillon hanging back in fifth. Gillen in the top 10. Gragson in the top 10. SPG in the top 10. White flag in the air for Riley Herbst trying to go for two on the season. Currently still a tenth-ish ahead, and all the gains are going to come down the backstretch. Going to be something into turn 3, like we had last week, if you want a last lap pass in Daytona.
But what Ty Gibbs doesn't really want right now is those two being right behind him of Allgaier and Jimmy Johnson, because these guys will be battling like crazy as they move Ty Gibbs now out the way. It's exactly what Riley Herbst wants to see, but they are gaining on that 35. But is it too little, too late? as Allgaier and Jimmy Johnson up to second and third. It's going to be really close between these two as Herbst does make a mistake, so they do catch up to him. But can they make a move around him? Allgaier is going to probably want to make a move around him if he wants to win this. With Jimmy Johnson right behind him, who wants to get into the
Watch out for Dylan on the outside.
Can Austin Dillon maybe steal one? Get revenge from Season 2's Daytona? Allgaier goes with him. They come to the line. It's just going to Herbst makes a mistake. It's going to be Austin Dillon at the line.
And just like the other 2311 driver, last extreme case this time is Herbst still takes P2, but Dylan at the end barely takes one with a good push from Allgaier. Allgaier follows him as Johnson gets weeded out, drops the 7th out of the race.